Sports Snippets. Dennis Sullivan, what the heck are you doing out there? What's going on, guys? You getting ready for your fantasy football draft like me? Well, I want to talk to you for just a short while this evening. It's late night on a Monday. I want to talk about a little fantasy football. That's it. What else is better than fantasy football as far as sports goes, right? Am I right? Maybe a little fantasy basketball, all right, or baseball, whatever. But fantasy football draft. Most of you have this coming up in the next few weeks. I myself have my fantasy football draft Sunday night. I believe it's the 4th, Labor Day weekend, September 4th. Want to share with you what I'm looking at. This is in all likelihood part one of a two-part series, if you will, because I'm going to be touching mainly on quarterbacks and running backs in this particular video. So if you do like the content, got to get this in, right, of this particular video, go ahead, hit the thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe as well to my channel. That would be 100% awesome. So I remember many, many years ago, actually it was 1997, when through my work team, or those I was working with, I was invited into a fantasy football draft. That was the first time I had participated, as fantasy football is very new back in those days, right? Back in the 90s. And I was thinking about this. It's been 25 years. Now, I'm only bringing this up really because those first few years, I'll never forget. 97, 98, and also, as I recall, 99, I believe. Maybe even heading into 2000, 2001. Those first few years, the big focus in the fantasy football drafts, were the running backs. And then it's almost like we saw that, it's still real important, but there was this big kind of gap of years. And guys, I think we've come full circle in 25 years because these running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Austin Eckler, guys, Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon, Javonte Williams. What about DeAndre Swift? Nick Chubb. These are some big producers. You got about 10. I didn't even mention Saquon Barkley, who could really step it back up. Aaron Jones, we can't forget him. This is going to be, and they're going quick. Jonathan Taylor's been the number one pick in many drafts. In other words, he has been the lottery pick, if you will, in many fantasy football drafts. Think of this, guys. It was 1 year ago, if you recall. What was everyone saying about Jonathan Taylor? Oh, he may not get the volume. Too much of a risk. He's going to be in a timeshare situation. Really can't count on the volume, the carries. And look what happened. He just exploded last year. And you know what? I'm kind of hearing the same thing this year when it comes to Javonte Williams, running back Denver Broncos. He may not, he's in like a 70-30 kind of deal. He's not going to get the volume. All this other stuff, it's very similar type of comments made that we heard for Jonathan Taylor last year. Now, I'm not going to go on the record and say that Javonte Williams is the next Jonathan Taylor. That would be a huge prediction. I would be guessing, really. But I'm going to tell you what, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm not shying away from Javonte Williams. If I get him at the right spot, I will take him in my draft. I'm big on Joe Mixon, too. Not as big. I'm kind of avoiding Christian McCaffrey. I know he's had a great career, but lately it's been an injury-riddled one, and I'm just shying away from an early pick on him. You can do what you want there. Derrick Henry, always good. Najee Harris. Najee Harris, got to look at the volume, guys. He's a huge part of the Steeler offense and will continue to be. Forget about the 3.9 yards a carry. He'll continue to be the focus of that offense. I knew there was one more guy I wanted to throw in. Dalvin Cook, Minnesota. One particular app had him going Dalvin Cook 7th overall, or ranked 7th, not just running backs. That's overall, all positions considered. So, yes, you're going to have some receivers go in the first round, a couple anyway. You know, you got, of course, you got Cooper Kupp, obviously. You have Justin Jefferson going very high in these drafts. You have a few others too. Devontae Adams, who I think is going to be really good. I mean, he's already really good. What am I talking about here? He's going to be great with the Raiders. Jamar Chase. I mean, you got about 4 or 5 top flight wide receivers. Then comes the quarterbacks. So here's the thing. When it comes to quarterbacks, you might be waiting around second round. Here they go, you know. Now, there's no guarantee to that. You could be in a league where, you know, all of a sudden it's the guy that wants Patrick Mahomes. You know, he picks him like 5th overall or something, or Josh Allen, and I really wouldn't put that down. I happen to be, just so you're aware, the viewer, in a 2-quarterback league. Once you're involved, I've been in a 2-quarterback league, head-to-head league for about 10 years now. Once you're in the 2-quarterback head-to-head league, it's hard to go back to that 1 QB, guys. It just kind of is, once you get used to it, right? Now, of course, this information I'm sharing, my insight here, could assist you in some of the daily fantasy type of leagues or type of contests, I should say contests, but mainly geared towards head-to-head leagues. So you got to look at it like this. Quarterbacks, just like running backs, there is like that 10, 11 that kind of stand out ahead of everyone else. Quarterbacks might be almost like, you know how in past drafts, I'm sure you've experienced, the tight ends start going. You know, here they go. Here goes Kelsey. Here goes Andrews. Here goes... It could be very well the same type of deal this year with quarterbacks. There goes Mahomes. There goes Josh Allen. There goes Justin Herbert. And then you got Kyler Murray. And then there's this tier 2. I'm going to put those 4 in a tier 1. I'm going to put, this is just my opinion, Lamar Jackson as a strong tier 2 with Joe Burrow and, of course, Tom Brady. Then you got, and you could really put Brady as tier 1, guys. I mean, why are we putting him tier 2? I know he's 45 and everything, but I mean, the guy, he hasn't slowed down at all. I mean, until that happens, right? How can we doubt this guy? Then you got that group that's right there. And that group, this is the don't sleep on group of Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins. That's like 6 guys right there. Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott. You should be able to get one of those 6. I'm telling you right now, guys, you could kind of, sort of wait on your quarterback, especially if you're in a 1 QB league. You can easily put that off and get one of those guys. And you can even get a Jalen Hurts, who, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm coming around to Jalen Hurts. I like him in fantasy. I don't know if I'm quite as excited about him as I am the others. Kirk Cousins, you hear a lot of talk about, for good reason. New head coach, plenty of optimism in Minnesota. I tell you right now, guys, I like Kirk Cousins. I would not sleep on him at all this year. And even a Matt Ryan, if you're in like a 2-quarterback league, there's nothing wrong with Matt Ryan. When was the last time he had a running back even close to a Jonathan Taylor in his backfield? Now the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts. That's an interesting team, guys. That is just one heck of an interesting team. the Indianapolis Colts. So let me know what you think. All right. I mean, it's going to be running backs in all likelihood in your fantasy football draft. It's going to be running backs flying off the board. So have your strategy ready for that. And then your quarterbacks, you really got to have, in my opinion, you got to have a lot more of a game plan if you're in 2-quarterback league and head-to-head. If you're in a 1-quarterback league, again, my opinion, you can wait it out. You can definitely wait it out. I mean, you can hang around and get a Derek Carr probably, or an Aaron Rodgers probably, or a Russell Wilson maybe. So, lot to think about, guys. Lot to think about. A lot of drafts will be happening these next few weeks. So again, let me know what you think. It was good making this video. I had a lot of fun kind of doing a little research, just really to get myself ready, get myself prepared. And I'll get back to you soon with some more info regarding fantasy football. Bye for now.